So when you were a college kid,
Yeah.
are you a JDM guy or Euro DM guy? JDM.
Definitely JDM. I
All
think,
youngsters or JDM.
Yeah. I think somehow the JDM market or the JDM cars, the JDM scene, that was what captivated our imagination.
So are you the Supra gang or the GTR gang?
This guy is gonna get me into trouble, man.
You're more Supra or more GTR?
I'm more inclined to the GTR, and when I say the GTR also, I'm not talking about the R35. I'm talking about the R32.
The R32, you know, all of them.
It has to be the R32.
I am
man.
32,
Yeah.
not the 31.
The Supra, I mean, full respect to whatever the car is capable of.
Yeah.
But it's just too big and it looks a bit clumsy.
Impreza or
just
Evo?
For me, oh man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because growing up, I freaking love the GC8. But
Okay.
at the same time, I'm also really appealed by the 4, 5, and 6. Maybe the 8 and 9. Yeah.
It's weird, you know, I was never an Evo fan.
Yeah.
I was never an Evo fan. I'm more the Impreza
Yeah.
crowd.
Well, I guess the Boxer engine really gives the car a lot more character. I mean, power-wise...
Now, back then, right?
maybe,
Back then when I was a kid,
yeah.
I don't know anything about Boxer, whatever, all this nonsense. Okay, I don't know much.
Okay.
I just prefer the brand.
Right, okay.
I just prefer the brand
Because
because
the heritage or racing heritage or what?
what I know is, I mean, Subaru back then, right?
Yeah,
They only make cars with four-wheel drive,
correct.
right? So they have this persistence.
Yeah.
And I like brands that do that, you know. They might not earn that much.
Okay.
They could have earned more by making
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like a freaking
Yeah.
Mitsubishi Mirage,
Yeah.
the current Mirage.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I was more Impreza.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
Team Impreza.
yeah. I definitely respect brands like that as well. Like they don't
And I was
sell out.
I was
You
a
know, for lack of
massive
a better
fan
word.
of the R33,
Okay.
the 33,
Okay.
and then the 34.
Yeah.
The 35 never really appealed to me that much.
Yeah.
And the 32.
Not even the technological side of it.
No.
No. Okay.
No. The 32, I would have like, wow, 32 now. But
Okay,
if you point a gun to me now,
Okay.
33 or 32, I would still
Okay.
take the 33.
Okay,
It's sort of like
okay.
my first love kind of stuff lah.
Okay.
That's because that car was invincible in Gran Turismo 1.
Right. Yeah. We've all been there.
No, the fucked up thing is this, you know. I can run Trial Mountain
Right.
with a stock 33
Yeah.
in Gran Turismo 1
Yeah.
way faster
Yeah.
than I can drive Trial Mountain
Yeah.
in GT3
Yeah.
with a Pennzoil and a small GTR.
Okay.
It's just illogical.
Yeah.
Stop 33. Wow, so damn fast. Anyway, then what made you switch sides?
Switch sides from where?
I mean, now you're more Euro DM than JDM, right?
No. I would still say I have a soft spot for JDM cars, but the Euro, I wouldn't say I like one more than the other.
Okay,
It's
okay.
just that I like the other now as well.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm.
Before there was not so much interest on the European
On the
cars.
Euro side. But
Yeah.
in the 90s, they were pretty shit lah, right? Your
Yeah, I mean, if you were to compare it,
stupid BMW 318i, the E36, sorry, E36 318i.
I drive one.
325, okay. The 318i, right?
Yeah.
Fuck man, the Genting Nissan Sentra can beat that car, eh. The Genting Nissan Sentra 9.9
maybe
seconds.
it's a driver issue.
No, 9.9 seconds to 100.
Okay.
The 318i like what, 11 seconds? No,
Right,
12,
right.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I like to think that most times it's the driver, not the car lah. Given the right hands, even the taxi driver will be fast in like a kanchil maybe. I don't know.
I never liked Supra back then,
Yeah.
but now I love the Supra.
Right.
Now,
Right. The new one or the old one?
of course not the new one lah,
Okay.
the old Supra lah, the original Supra lah.
Okay.
No, sorry. the one that was in the 90s, the legendary
Correct.
one.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
the BMW 8 Series
Okay.
Supra.
He's not gonna get to test drive it for sure.
I love that Supra. I don't know why after so many years, right?
Yeah.
You look at the lines of that car.
Yeah. It's timeless.
Yes, that
It's
car
timeless.
was designed with an adherence to those, you know, those thoroughbred sports cars back then, right? Last time where got supercar? No such thing, right? Last time you had the Ferrari 250 GTO, this kind of stuff, this kind of sleek body line cars, right? The Supra is actually, to me, the design of Supra belongs to those. It belongs there, you know. It's a timeless design. GTR not so lah. GTR, it's like a two-door F0.
It's a personal preference thing lah. Yeah, that one in that sense, yeah, definitely. The Supra, yes, I think it's a unanimous thing lah. Everyone will think it looks good.
So what's the next realistic car you would love to buy?
Oh man, it's very, very tough to point a finger on it lah. But like, ideally, if I'm not daydreaming too much, you know, if it's not too far-fetched, an FD2R would be more than enough for me to drive around daily. I love this
car, man.
If not a FD2R, maybe a Fiesta ST. Yeah. If not, if I can afford much more expensive cars, then you know I would look at maybe a Golf GTI or an MX-5 RF.
FD2R.
Yeah, I love the MX-5 RF, man.
Have you driven it? That car,
which one?
Right? The RF?
Oh no, haven't.
The RF, right? When you drop the top,
Mazda, please.
When you drop the top, it doesn't feel like you're dropping the top. You still feel like there is a whole lot of metal in front of you. And then when you look behind, there is still a whole lot of metal behind you.
Fair enough.
So the problem with the RF is that after you drop the top, it only feels like a giant sunroof. See, the beauty with drop tops, right? After you drop the roof, you look behind, it's clean. Nothing, right? But the RF just doesn't do it for me. Then
no, I get it.
When I drove the car in Japan, right? After I would drop the top, the turbulence inside the car is crazy because it has this thing, right? The air was doing that inside.
Yes, correct.
So to me, that car, right? I do not know why they built it because like Bing has the hardtop NC.
Correct.
Brilliant. The mechanism is brilliant. Everything is brilliant about the car. And then when you drop the top, it's clean. But the RF, nah.
Yeah, I guess in that case, personally for me, it's more of just the looks factor. I mean, obviously the MX-5 is a really nice car to drive, but why I want the RF over the Cabriolet is because of the looks.
When the roof is closed.
Whether the roof is closed or not closed, actually.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. I mean, the turbulence part, fair enough. I'm sure it exists because I've driven Lotus Elises and stuff like that. So, you know. But I think I can live with it, man. You know, because sometimes you don't want. For me personally, I don't want to feel too exposed. I don't like to be exposed, you know. You know, I like to be covered a little at least. So yeah, just having a little bigger sunroof.
Right? You're not that big, right?
Yeah, I'm not that big.
Oh fuck, man.
Yeah,
that's a huge
monitor lizard.
Oh fuck.
Gross.
Another one. Two of them, wait.
Probably a couple crossing the street.
Shit, man. Pity
they didn't
them,
make it. Rest in peace.
Wow.
I'm sure you're in a better place.
Bro, FD2R, man. FD2R.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not that long in this line like Chris Wee or Chips Yap lah, but the FD2R has been my favorite car. For so many years. You know, we always get that question, right? Hey, so Eu Jin, what's the best car you've ever driven? I always answered the FD2R all the way until I drove the 675 LT.
Right.
I mean, I'm lucky enough to have driven the 675 LT. But that wasn't the only supercar I've driven. I've driven the GT3 RS. I've driven the GT4 Cayman. You know, all these stuff like Aventador, whatever. Those did nothing to me, you know. And sadly, especially the GT3 RS. The GT3 RS, right, I was expecting the kind of crazy excitement like an FD2R. But all I get is a very fast. Granted, I do not have that kind of skill to put myself in an edgy situation in the GT3 RS because of the massive wing behind. But I remember I was making this large sweeping turn, like 150 or 160. And I was playing with the gears. All it does is singing. It never unsettled the car. The car doesn't feel.
So you wanted a little drama.
Yes. To me, when I drove the Huracan, it's like, oh, it's so easy to drive. But then when I drove the Aventador, you're like, you're like
probably steering, scrubbing the tires.
The single clutch. Oh, I love that.
Nothing,
So I love the old R8 V10 with the single clutch
Okay.
than the new R8 V10
Okay.
with the dual clutch.
Okay.
Yeah, I think cars must have a little bit of that. I mean, for performance cars, should have a little bit of the edginess.
Yeah, it's very
so
important.
it was rather disappointing when I drove the new Type R. It's so comfortable.
Okay.
It's so pliant.
Okay.
At the end of the day, right, it's like a Golf R,
right,
with a lot of brothers body kit on top.
Right.
That, I mean, I know that car is capable and all that stuff, but to me, it's
never
just
disagree on that.
It's I was a bit disappointed.
Too capable.
No, it's not too capable. I mean, it's fast.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. I mean, it's 300 horsepower fast.
Yeah.
It's front wheel drive.
Right.
It's obviously it's nice to drive. The handling is good. The cornering is good. Blah
So
blah and all that.
bit of zing lah.
Yes.
That bit of zing lah.
And it doesn't do the magic that the Megane RS does. You know.
So this is a question out there, man. Maybe you guys can answer in the comment section. Like, do you want a super competent car, but with no zing? Or would you like a car that is a bit rough on the edges, still has the performance and all that, but just riles up every blood cell in your body, man, you know, gets your heart pumping? You can answer that in the comment section. Yeah, that should be interesting.
No choice. No choice. Those of you who just answered, I want a great car, you're wrong. There's no democracy here. Really, I mean, to me, a car needs. I mean, you can make a car fast with power, you know, and all that. But at the end of the day, it's that special thing that you take home. You see, when you drink wine, you want the type where there is aftertaste.
Correct.
You know, there's something that stays there. Or when you watch a movie. You don't want to watch, like, I mean, especially me lah. I fucking hate those stupid Michael Bay shit, boom, Transformer, Iron Man, pew, 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 pew. I mean, I tell you, all the Marvel lah, blah 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 blah. No matter how gigantic the bad guy is, the bad guy will lose.
Always die.
The bad guy will die, and then the good guys will be laughing, you know, and grooving, and then with a few jokes at the end, and then after the movie, you got up the car with your partner. There is zero conversation about the movie. There's nothing to talk about. That to me
that's a fair analogy, I suppose. Yeah, because a good movie always makes you talk after.
Yes.
It's just like a good drive, you know.
Yes.
If it was fast, you would just say it's fast. But if it was fast but had that extra bit of excitement, it will make you talk about it even more. You will not just talk about it the moment after, but you will talk about it for weeks on end. Just like how the FD2R left such an effect in me. I actually got my first exposure in the FD2R was when I was with Hypertune. When they had the FD2R as a project car. I don't know, I'm sure you guys who have been following this automotive scene would have been aware of this car. It's white with blue Falcon decals around it. So my first exposure in it was in that FD2R, and
brilliant car.
Goodness,
the FD2R is...
My goodness, that drive from KL to Juru Auto City back then for the Mean Machines was about, man, it's 2018 now, 8 years, 9 years away, 9 years ago.
Car,
still clear. The memory of driving the car from KL to Juru is still clear.
The sound.
And because of that, I still want that car until now, although it's tough.
Yeah, man, I love that car, man. The moment I sit in, everything is perfect. The sitting position, the visibility, the gear change, the steering wheel, the weight of the steering wheel. 200 horsepower is all it takes, right? No turbo, nothing.
It makes you feel special, man, without having to look bombastic, without needing, you know, rocket missile power.
I love that car, man.
Yeah, it was special. It was a really special car.
Very few cars make you feel that way, right? Very few cars.
It takes a certain type of car, man. Definitely. It's very easy to build a... I mean, man, I shouldn't say it's very easy to build a good car, because a lot of people still don't build good cars these days, given the equipment and stuff that they have, the backing that they have. But it's even harder to make a good car with a bit of soul. As cliche as it sounds, I know it's very cliche, but if you drive a car that speaks to you, you will know, man.
You have to read the article. I think I'll send you the article from Jack Barrett. What we talk about when we talk about soul. You need to read the article. He explains the soul in the car. And
that's very important, man. I think especially for people who like driving, right? You don't want to just get to A to B safely and competently.
Yeah.
You want that drive to have a bit of memory also, man. Even just from your house to the 7-Eleven, it's like shit.
I think what we can
this
tell
car.
is this, for me, right? There are cars that I drive
Yeah.
that after I drove it, right, or while I'm driving it,
Yeah.
I can notice things that that engineer who designed it
Yeah.
was thinking as well.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
he's talking to me.
Yeah.
And there are cars where when I drive, I
Yeah.
can tell the engineer is thinking about going home, you know, to have dinner
Okay.
and to probably watch a movie after that or have sex, you know.
Okay. Okay.
And he just finish it off that way.
Yeah.
So from all these things that we learn to analyze, to see
Yeah.
deeper and deeper, it's something that they're telling us.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like cars whereby I can tell that that guy made the extra effort.
Okay.
You know, he made an extra effort
Okay.
for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Any car that you've driven
Yeah.
that you were expecting shit,
Yeah.
and then it turns out to be a rather enjoyable time.
You'll arrive at Tamandessa.
Oh shit, man! I've driven so many cars. But off the back of my head, man, I don't know why this car popped up.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did not expect it to be shit. I expected it to be mediocre.
Like that,
You know, just expected.
yeah.
But it turned out much better. Way exceeded my expectations.
Which car was it?
The Kia Picanto.
The Picanto. I haven't driven
Picanto.
the current one.
The current one, yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
I
I'm not
need to
sure
drive
if
that.
you're talking about sports cars or just
Yeah,
general,
doesn't need to be sports car. Yeah,
mass-produced
yeah,
cars. But
yeah,
like, just
yeah.
off the back of my head,
Yeah.
I thought of the Kia Picanto because,
Okay.
you know, considering a car that is 45,000 made for the everyday person to go from A to B,
Yep.
you know, with equipment, with modern day equipment, you know, Apple CarPlay, 6 airbags and all that, it drove surprisingly well. Yeah, like road holding was fantastic, bump absorptions were good,
Okay.
insulation was good. Like honestly, I did not expect
didn't
a
expect it to be
45,000
that.
ringgit
Okay.
car to return with so much benefits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So character lah, like I said lah just now,
Yep,
zing,
yep.
character, however you guys want to phrase it, it's very important in the car. Whether it leans a lot, but you know, still offers that kind of excitement, or
So I have to follow this Camry.
Okay.
My block is behind.
Right.
Yeah. So guys,
Yeah.
that's a nice.
That's our
conversation.
short little ramble about how cars should have character. Every
Next time I'll
design
just-
should have purpose.
Next time I'll just catch someone else. All right. So hey, thanks
No problem.
Thanks for
It's
some
a good
YouTube money.
conversation.
Cheers, guys.
See you
Bye.
guys.